Hello everyone, I'm Deadlydill Gaming and welcome to this week's episode of Gaming News. This week's top stories include hundreds of employees quitting GameStop, Elden Ring turns 1 and DLC announced, Hogwarts Legacy sequel and TV show announced, Warzone Woes, Halo Championship Series, and Atomic Hearts. That's right, we got a lot to cover and a little time to do it. But before we get into any of that, let's hear a word from this week's sponsors. This guy right here. Yeah, this guy. He was wearing a sweet hat and some boxing gloves. His name is TK Downey. He writes some pretty sweet music, and it's also royalty free that you can use on your streams. I'll go ahead and link all his music in the descriptions below, so you can go ahead and listen to it. You'll thank me later. Also, another sponsor, Venatos. They're pretty sweet. They make some awesome gaming keyboards and mouses. You should check them out. I'll link them in the descriptions below. Yeah, hear a little clickety-clacks. Yeah. All right, let's hop into this week's gaming news. It has been reported this week that hundreds of employees are quitting GameStop. That's right, the once beloved place that we used to get all of our video games from apparently is a really crappy place to work at.
This place sucks.
One ex-GameStop manager took to Twitter saying that GameStop underpays their employees and is a miserable place to work at. I guess that's what happens when you pay your employees in store credit instead of actual cash. GameStop, in attempts to try to ease the situation, came out saying that they would give every single employee that quit $1,000 in store credit or $20 cash if they return to their jobs. Now, I can in no way tell the future, but I can guarantee you that nobody is going back to work at GameStop. I guess giving people $2 for trading in a new console wasn't a good business method after all. In other news, Elden Ring turns 1 this week. That's right, Elden Ring, the game of the year, turns 1. The very game that made me scream at the top of my lungs, want to punch my monitor, and cry in the fetal position, turned 1. And guess what? The DLC was announced actually this week as well, so we can relive the whole experience all over again. Like, legitimately, that was the hardest game I have ever played in my entire life. I didn't even know I had a horse until I was like level 50. That's how hard it was. Literally no direction. But guess what? I'm still gonna go buy that DLC anyway. And hopefully they add multiplayer so friends all over the world can cry together. On a more sad note in gaming news, Hogwarts Legacy, yes, Hogwarts Legacy, the most canceled game of all time, only reported making $850 million and only selling 12 million copies of the game. The cancellation hit so hard that it was confirmed that there will be a sequel of the game and even possibly a TV series. WB has no further comments because they have no idea how they're going to recover from this one. Halo Championship Series took place this week in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, that's right. A game that literally has 4 people playing on Twitch at all times has a championship series. Every single of those 4 people were at HCS this weekend. It's almost come to a point where you can't help but to feel sad for every Halo player around the world. Someone should hire Sarah McLachlan to film a commercial for all these hurting Halo players. To no surprise, Warzone makes news yet again for the 3rd week in a row. That's right, after hearing all the whining and complaining about there being no solos on Ashika Island, they decided to put it in, yet to take it out right all over again. What a tease, Activision. More of a tease than when my wife asks me if I want to do something fun later, and it involves me watching the children. So fun. And to close this all out, a new game released this week called Atomic Hearts. Now, I'll be honest, I have no idea what the game is about, but I have seen some clips that have disturbed me. Now, I'm not going to show you any of these clips because it involves a robot talking very, how do I put it, very naughty to the character that you play. Yeah, I don't get people. I'm disturbed. I'm very disturbed. If you want to play the game and go for it. But yeah, I'm uncomfortable even thinking about it. More uncomfortable than when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and you're the only one talking. More uncomfortable than putting damp clothes on right after you take a shower. I can't stand it. And that's it for this week's episode of Gaming News. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, and hit that bell for future video notifications. I'm Deadlydill Gaming, and in the wise words of someone on the internet, never trust a fart. We'll see you next time.